Sequilibrium, sequilibrium. Two guys sound like they're sucking helium. Sequilibrium, sequilibrium. Sitting on their freaking bums.
Hello and welcome to Prequilibrium.
First ever Prequilibrium.
My name's Mike.
Chad.
That's Chad. And that was loud, so I had to turn it down a little. And yeah, so we're doing a prequel episode. We're doing a prequel to Predator 2. We're doing Prey. To me, this is a prequel to Predator 2 because of the gun reference at the end of the movie.
Yeah, which you'll have to refresh my memory because when we did that podcast, Predator 2, that was the first time I had seen it. Mm-hmm. And looking back, I remember the gun, but
when the Predator goes to Danny Glover, take it, and he like throws it to him, and he like holds it up, and it's like whatever that name is, 1715, and you're just like, whoa, the Predators have been around that long.
Okay.
And then we finally get it. It's. I almost said the F word.
It's great,
but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's great they brought that around.
I mean, you know how much I love Predator 2. I mean, that right there was like my favorite part of that entire movie. So if you hadn't seen the movie yet and you listened to this episode, I just gave away that ending for you. You're welcome. Chad's got something special here.
We do.
About Prey.
We have a special guest. Last night, my 3 daughters and I watched the movie Prey. Mm-hmm. But 2 of them fell asleep. One of them's here right now.
One of the ones that fell asleep?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was so boring about it?
A regular on the show. Mm-hmm. Miss Myla Pants.
Hey!
Woo!
Yay! So welcome.
Tell us real quick what you thought about the movie up to the point you fell asleep, and at what point did you fall asleep?
Mm-hmm. I got to like 20 minutes, and the point that I fell asleep was like...
You only got 20 minutes in?
I don't know. It's when I moved off the couch and finally went on the floor.
Time has no concept. 20 minutes could be an hour.
I fell asleep when the brother and the girl were running away from the thing. That's when I fell asleep.
That's pretty like close to the end of the movie.
When they're running through that field.
Oh, that wasn't her brother. That was one of the war party dudes. Yeah, I thought it was her brother at first, too.
Yeah.
But, so that's when he fell asleep? Mm-hmm. What was it that gave in to the sleep? Like, you didn't care about the movie anymore, and you're just like, I'd rather fall asleep than watch this?
Well, one reason was because I was tired, and I finally got comfy because... my sister moved off of the couch.
So you had like the whole couch then to yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay, I get it.
So then I fell asleep.
Do you have any interest in finishing the movie?
Yeah.
You liked it enough to want to finish it? Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. Did you feel the female empowerment in the movie? They were really pushing it. They kept telling her how she couldn't do stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, the reason why I'm a threat is because you don't think I'm a threat. Oh, you didn't see that part. You didn't see that part. But it's amazing. It's like, that's one of the things that I really liked about the movie as well. Was just like, I mean, you feel like you're pushing the agenda. You know, it's like, you don't have to make us feel like she's so weak. She can come out the gate strong as hell, which she did. You know, she's got this axe. She just decides to stop picking medicine and go kill that rabbit. And then she starts learning how to use it. She's awesome.
Yeah.
All these people doubting her clearly is what, you know, is the driving force. But really, I wonder, I didn't look into history, but do you think that's really how they like talk to them? They're like, huh,
yeah.
You really think we're going to be out long enough for you to cook?
Right, yeah.
Why don't you go back to the kitchen, honey?
Yeah, you don't want to dig into the history on this one because I'm sure it would take it down a few notches if you did.
I mean, that's true, but I also feel like there's far more warrior Native American women than there were warrior frontier women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When
Like,
she says, what does she say? Oh, I didn't think we had time for a nap.
yeah, the whole cocky, like, yeah. She's all snoring. Sorry, I left my CPAP machine in my teepee.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you one more question, and then you'll have to get lost until your corn's done. Did this movie... Because how old was the girl? I don't even know if they said.
They didn't say, but I would assume like 17, 18.
That old,
you know?
huh?
Yeah. But I bet they're probably going for like more like 15.
Did it make you want to go out and kill people with a tomahawk?
No.
Thank you very much.
From the mouths of babes.
Okay.
Why would it make me want to kill people?
I don't know, but somebody out there thinks that violent movies make people become violent.
What do you think about that?
Her blank stare says it all. It's pretty dumb, isn't it?
I'll tell you when it's ready. Go in the other room so Mike can cuss.
I can fling those obscenities.
Can I go watch it right now, Dad?
Yeah, go
Sure.
finish it and then come back up and tell us what you think of the ending.
That's perfect. I love you.
All right, pray. Time to get adult with it. It was fucking awesome.
It was good.
Yeah, so we were just going off on like that whole like symbol of like, you know, badassery women. And did you see at the ending when she's handed the war staff to be like the new war chief and there's that little girl looking at her being inspired to like be the next leader? See, I think that's awesome. Adding that into the Predator universe in this climate of the world that we're in, where women need to be more up front, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool. That's why I don't get why people dogged on Ray so much. Like, oh, she was so powerful right away. She wasn't powerful right away. She had no idea how she was doing any of that stuff. And then as soon as Kylo Ren entered her mind, it unlocked all that potential and that force ability. She knew she had it then.
Yeah.
So just like her being so freaking tough and awesome, I hope they do more. What was her name? Naru?
Oh, that sounds right.
Of Predator universe movies. Like I would love a Predator 2. Like somehow reports get back to the Predators and they have to come back and they're Predator 2 Revenge or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or they won't, and they'll just continue down another storyline. But I hope they keep this colonial tale going on, or even go further back and give us a really good Incan or Mayan predator, Egyptian, like, because clearly it was introduced to us through AVP that predators had everything to do with the building of the pyramids.
Think they should just have straight
Historical facts.
Prey 2, Prey 3. Make it a trilogy.
And
Be
just
done
keep
with
going
it.
like every 5 years or something.
Yeah.
Did you think that the whole like Thunderbird thing was like it was like a yearly thing where like the predators come down and like offer them as tribute and like they have to fight and like that's the big hunt, blah blah blah?
Never thought about it like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of how AVP was, where like the human sacrifice was being impregnated with the alien eggs to produce eggs or produce xenomorphs for the predators to fight.
Yeah.
So like that's clearly not this. That was just kind of like the thing that I was going towards. Did you notice the OG Predator reference?
Which one? I'm sure there were a few.
No, there's only one.
There's only one.
There's only one OG Predator reference.
Come on, that
Yep.
can't be true.
I'll tell you the scene, but I won't tell you what it is.
Is it a line?
It's a line.
Oh,
It's their Tabu. What's her brother's name?
What is it on?
Hulu.
Hulu.
Her brother, which is awesome. I loved his freaking war paint. Half white, half native colors. Half his own skin tone. But they're like tied to the tree to be bait for the predators from the French people, from the French trappers.
Oh.
Okay, and it's a line. Do you know what it is?
Oh yeah,
Okay, what is it?
of course.
What is it?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
I didn't catch that until my second time watching
Really?
it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So upset with myself. Like, how could I have missed that? It was so freaking perfect.
Yeah.
And then the other Predator reference, I felt like that they were hinting at was when she fell into the mud and then she crawled out and then she leaned against that like down tree and she was covered in mud. Felt like when Arnold jumped off that cliff into the water and then he like was climbing through the mud and then the predator didn't see him.
Yeah.
I almost wondered if that was like, because I didn't know, to be honest, that the flour, like how they kept saying it's going to cold the blood so it stops, so it won't bleed out. Mm-hmm. Clearly that was a hint towards that's how she's going to survive to the fight with the predator. But I didn't catch that until the second time through, obviously, again. But I thought she was going to do the whole mud thing. I thought that was going to be like a really cool fight scene.
Yeah.
But no.
It was a cool scene.
The actual fight at the end. Yeah, no, it was cool. But question. How does the predator not know how his own equipment works?
Which part are you talking about?
I'm talking about the part where she used his helmet, propped it up on that fucking tree, and then the predator is like, okay, I'm going to shoot you from a distance, but he doesn't know that the way the targeting system works?
Honestly, I think the bigger question is, how does this little girl familiarize herself with alien technology so soon?
Because she's observant.
Oh, get the fuck.
No, dude, seriously, that's the thing. Okay, if you watch her, or not watch her, but like watch those kind of like steps where it's like the way she tracks, the way she noticed the snake being skinned, the way, I mean, essentially just the way she's attracted.
Sure,
she's observant to her surroundings. You know how she figured out how it worked? Do you remember that scene?
Yeah.
So it's like she pays attention to the shit going on around her. So that's what makes her a better hunter than these other.
Don't get me wrong. I recognized all these things. Okay, obviously, you don't have to explain the story to me. What I'm saying is,
I'm totally mansplaining it to you.
You know, she had it just perfect, where it got him just right. She fucking was so cocky about it.
I don't know.
This is the end.
She let it straight towards that mud pit thing that she was stuck in. She knew what she was doing.
To know it's coming from the helmet, like you're not even familiar with technology in the least, let alone this advanced alien technology that
because she watched it slaughter all those fucking French dudes.
You'd be like, where the fuck is the light coming? Like you wouldn't be able to process everything that she processed in order to do that.
I mean, not knowing about technology.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Like the dudes in the war party when the guys got the freaking lights on them.
Yeah.
And you know, like me, I'm just like, oh dude, it's just the light. Duck down real quick, you know? But he's just like, what is this?
You'd probably be trying to slap it away.
Right? Yeah. Like, get off me.
That did bother me. I'm like, he'd probably like
I mean, I would
try
be
to get it
bothered
off
by it because I'm just like, this is too much. Yeah.
What are we even talking about?
No, she's awesome. I think some of the other cheesiness was the whole prey thing. The ant crawling on the predator, then the rat getting the ant, then the snake getting the rat, and then the predator getting the snake. And then they did it again with the rabbit and the wolf, and then the wolf and the predator.
Yeah.
It was just like, we get it.
Right.
We get it. Prey. Predator.
Great story building, though. You can't deny.
No, 100% a fantastic story. Cheesy dialogue for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the CG was just good enough on those animals. The bear and the
they were like not that good.
The bear and the snake
and the wolf
in particular.
Yeah.
The wolf I thought looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess the wolf didn't look as bad as the bear. The mountain lion was like pretty corny.
Yeah.
Like clearly the budget really didn't go
Kind of a
towards
cool,
that direction.
like Jungle Book scene though.
I totally was thinking the same thing. Jungle Book. Here's
Yeah.
Shere Khan, here's Ka, here's Baloo. Yeah, the predator fight scene with the alien or with the bear. Holy crap. That shit was fucking awesome. The way he just like picks him up and then just fucking covers himself in the blood.
Yeah. And even though it looked like shit, the way the bear's head like rested to the other side with her down there hiding was fucking beautiful. It was beautifully shot.
I want to know what happened to that bear. Why is it so mangled and feral looking? Like, what happened to their society? To that bear went from that to then these cute little videos we see of bears out in the wild.
Hey, come here.
How's the dentist?
Get down here.
Literally and physically can't.
Yeah. I know. I've got a lot of things to say about it too, because it really was that good. It's rare that I watch something anymore, and I just have to get back to watching it again so soon.
Why is the Predator so like? Well, I mean, I guess he's so into going after the trappers because they're hunters. But like, why did he see her as such a non-threat? That's just so crazy to me.
See, I thought they did a great job of that too. He never, up until the point where he never saw her with a weapon. Like, she really did look defenseless.
I mean, I guess that's true. Like running and hiding from the bear in the beaver dam. Yeah, that's true. That's true, and that's why she said, "That's why I'm dangerous." Oh man, that fight scene was so cool.
Yeah.
I wondered though, like, okay, so when she freaking jumped on him and she started wailing on him with the axe, like, why wouldn't you wrap that rope around your arm? Because the Predator is going to throw you off right away, and then you wouldn't have lost your axe.
Sure.
And you wouldn't have put your dog in danger. Like, someone should call freaking the ASCPA or whatever that shit is called.
Again, you don't know what this Predator is going to do. These are your first impressions.
They're so predictable. Or, sorry, unpredictable. I mean, it's not her first impression. She watched it from a distance. She learned her prey. That's the whole thing. She's not the prey. He is.
You know another part that I thought was super cheesy and it did bother me?
What's
and
that?
It's one part I do, or a line in particular I wish they would have kept out of the film, and that's when the Predator's just fucking slaughtering all these people and they're tied to the tree and she's telling that story
the beaver
about
story.
the beaver.
And she said, I'm smarter than a beaver.
I'm smarter than a beaver.
Well, I would hope so.
Fuck off with that line. I want a version. That's the DVD I would buy. Version of this movie without that fucking line in there.
The instead of the unrated version, it's Prey beaver line edit.
You know what you would be doing aside from being tied to a tree and watching this alien destroy everyone around you? You know what you would be doing? Shitting your pants.
Oh, that's
what
cool
you would be
as
doing.
a cucumber. She was fucking awesome. She was just chilling. Like, look, dude, you're freaking out. Don't worry, I got this. I know how these traps work. I just saw them 2 days ago.
Yeah. She puts it together.
Yeah, this is why you don't discredit these women, that they're tough as fuck.
Yeah.
Clearly, she's so cool. I swear to God, if they don't do more with this character, it's lost. Or if she doesn't do more of these type of films, just the badass fucking woman warrior.
She's great. And I was I forget what I was watching, but somebody called her Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, totally.
Just as a joke, but she looks
just
exactly like Aubrey Plaza.
She totally does. She's Puerto Rican, and I guess people weren't really up in arms about it, which, I mean, that's cool. It's not like I tried to watch Chernobyl, and I was like, wait, why are British people playing Russians? Like, there's not enough Russian actors for you to choose from.
Right.
So I'm like, I just didn't get into the story because it wasn't as authentic for me.
Yeah.
Like, I just did not get it.
Yeah.
So like Gods of Egypt. Where's the Egyptian? It's all fucking British actors. That movie's so terrible. Oh my God. That could have been a franchise, and that would have been a fun franchise to like do. All right, let me look at my list of more things that I wrote down. What else do you feel like you want to talk about? Maybe I have it on here. Yeah, why was there no French to English subtitles? I want to know what the hell those French dudes were arguing about.
Actually, that's a good question. Would you rather this movie have been in the language it would have been in 17, whatever it was, and just had subtitles at the bottom of the screen?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. It was kind of like one of my favorite parts of Dancing with Wolves was like the authentic language.
Yeah.
When I watch Japanese movies or anime, I always watch it with English subtitles, but with the Japanese audio track, because it's pure. It's the original way it was supposed to be shot.
Yeah.
And I don't like the dubbed over voices. So it's like if you're going to enjoy a foreign film, then you're going to have to just deal with subtitles.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So if they went authentic, like I do like how they used like Comanche language, but that would have been rad.
Yeah. And that's why this movie is that much more impressive to me.
Oh my God. I just saw that Comanche dub.
Yeah.
Dude. Did
You
you watch?
didn't-
I
you
didn't
didn't
know
know
that.
that?
No.
Yeah.
Had I known that, I would have fucking watched it like that.
Well, I mean, obviously the mouths wouldn't have synced up, but it would have been interesting.
Yeah, it totally
To
would have been
watch.
interesting. I might watch a little bit of it like that just to see. Yeah, I would like that. I didn't like the way they woke her up by kicking her. Time to do your chores. Get up. And I love when she just turned around and walked the other direction. She's like, I'm going on this hunt.
Yeah.
So fucking cool.
Yeah. Do you think that the predator was rubbing his wounds with drywall mixture?
You know, that's the thing I wrote down. There's always a healing scene. And that's pretty freaking rad. But, I mean, without drywall, what do you think he used?
I don't know. He just had a little like first aid kit on him this time.
Yeah, well, that was 200 years ago. And so why is the Predator 200 years later, why does he have less technology to heal himself to where he has to use drywall to plug his wounds? This guy's got like a friggin' pen that stitches him up. Yeah, Predator with his toiletry rag puts
Yeah.
it down on the fucking Holiday Inn bathroom counter.
Unzips it.
Yeah, pulls out his razor and his dental floss. Oh, wife, thanks for packing me all this soap.
I think a Velcro one would be even funnier than that.
Yeah. He's trying to be sneaky. I didn't like the Invisible Cloak as much as I like the 80s movies Invisible Cloak.
Invisible cloak.
Like when he got hit, you could see where he was, you know, like
I see what you mean.
like when the ant was
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
It was like that wasn't how it was in the other ones.
I thought it was better at moments.
I mean, yeah, granted it's better looking, but don't fucking discredit that this is 300 years ago or 200 years ago. You know? It's not like technology gets worse for these guys. They only get better.
Yeah.
I wish he had the actual shoulder cannon instead of that thing that shot out those little silver darts.
Yeah.
What'd you think of his bone helmet
Thought it was cool.
versus like the other ones? More terrifying looking. This one looked more primal.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense.
Again, it's different for me because I didn't really grow up loving the franchise as it was.
It's like, yeah.
My first impressions were when we did it. And
So you
this
didn't-
lives up to that for me just because I like this movie so much.
Well, I mean, like I just said, the other ones were more like mechanical, while this was more primal, which makes sense for being how old it is. Every other movie used the "you're one ugly motherfucker" line. This one didn't have that at all. I mean, who would say it? You know?
Well, with the way they were speaking, I don't
mean,
know if it would have been out of place.
The French dude could have said it, and we didn't know because there was no English subtitles.
Yeah.
Did you watch it yet? You watching it right
Well,
now?
You can take that off the burner. Just move it to a different burner.
I'm bummed that she didn't use the predator blood as camouflage, though.
Turn off the stovetop.
Like, doesn't this suggest she uses it as camouflage, but the only reason why she has it on her face is clearly from blood splatter from cutting its head off?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I like that too. I think that's interesting art direction. using the blood
Yeah.
as the war paint.
Yeah, but I wish you would have used it as the war
What?
paint.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll pause it.
Oh no, don't.
I'm not gonna keep talking. Skibbity bop.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
I don't know if I like the little three.
The 3 dots in the eyes.
No. The 3D 20th Century Fox update to their logo at the beginning. It feels a little different. It feels a little like too.
You think it should have just been the old school?
Hell yeah, I do.
With the searchlights.
Oh, for sure.
I used to think those were lightsabers.
They were.
To me, they were. Let's see.
3 dots. What did you mean by that?
On her eyes.
Oh.
Oh, the scene where they were building the stretcher. The resourcefulness of these people is amazing. They're just like, they got to work. Like, in the beginning of the movie, they're a community that works together. Everybody has an equal part of the community. Mm-hmm. What the fuck happened? I mean, I'll tell you what happened. French fucking trappers and English colonials, when their fucking attitudes, and they're like calling these people savages. How?
Right.
You know, like watching. Right. I mean, I know this is not historical facts, so I mean, shit was way worse.
Yeah,
way fucking worse
in the context.
Of the
story.
But like, just that part where that French guy. I mean, clearly that's the only thing I understood was when he called her an idiot savage, because it's like, I mean, it's basically like is what he said. Mm-hmm. If you, I mean, I think they have the English. Or they have the French when you put on the English subtitles. I don't know if they, because you know I watch everything with subtitles, so I don't know if they're not.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, I know. But like, how is she more fucking savage than these people? They fucking slaughtered all the buffalo. They put her and her brother in a fucking cage. Like, but God, I just hate the way this fucking country was founded. Sorry, this is supposed to be about a movie, and I'm getting all political about it.
Yeah. It was weird for them to slice him across his chest and then tie them up and like torture him that way.
Yeah.
You would think
well,
killing him in front of her and then tying her up.
See, they were using them as bait. It's so funny because it's like they're like, they clearly said that they're going after the biggest trophy.
Yeah.
So they're setting up bait. He doesn't give a fuck about bait.
Yeah.
He killed 4 people. The Predator killed 4 of those French dudes while 2 of them are looking at the baits. Yeah. So fucking funny to me.
Yeah. Playing themselves.
I just love this movie. I really hope they do like an Egyptian Predator or something.
An Egyptian Predator.
Or just anything that's like pre-now. Like, I love the origin stories. I love when it's like this situation where like she kills the Predator with his own weaponry because she's smart and she adapted to it, because this tomahawk isn't going to cut it. These arrows aren't going to cut it. I mean, they did some fucking damage on that dude. It's awesome. Like when he was coming after them after they first captured her, and they're just like, we got this shit. Like, they were so cool, and like, it's way fucking better than Hudson and Hicks and all them in Aliens.
Yeah.
Or fucking Dutch and fucking Dylan, and then the rest of the Predator groups. I don't know, maybe not as bad as Danny Glover. He's fucking awesome. He and her are the only 2 that have killed Predators. Arnold beat the Predator into submission. He didn't kill the Predator. The Predator chose to die.
Yeah.
And why is it that the Predator always loses a fucking arm?
That was a great scene though.
When he fucking took his like Wolverine claws and got
Yeah.
stuck in the tree, and then she forced him to use his fucking shield to cut off his arm.
Fucking yeah. That was great. There were a lot of great kill scenes.
Tons of them. Now, I'm bummed that he didn't use to hang the flayed skin. Like, we see him fucking, the way he like pulled out the fucking wolf's spine with the head and everything. Yeah. Like, we saw that. We didn't see him skin the snake, but why didn't we see him like hunt the humans? What did he get from the humans? Like, the trappers knew that he was coming after them, before she knew that he existed. Like, he was there for them. Where is the fucking human skulls? Where,
Yeah.
where was any of that?
Yeah.
God, see, dude, as much as great as this movie is, they could have added so much more. Like, when I first looked at the time frame, I'm like, an hour and 40? That can't be great.
And I swear it said an hour 34. The other day
I
when
feel like
pulled
it did,
up.
too, because that's when I first said that to you, was an hour 30.
Yeah.
But, like, I would have said an hour 40 if I saw it say hour 40.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, people were like, oh, studies show that people think movies less than
Right.
2 hours suck ass.
Maybe, or an hour 40 for that matter. And they
Yeah.
just maybe they slowed the credits down
I'm
and
gonna-
bumped up the time.
I'm going to put it out there and see what happens. If any movie that's below an hour and 45 minutes probably is going to suck.
Ooh.
So let's see in like a week if
Mike.
that changes.
Those are big words, my friend.
I mean, if they took out your favorite scene, it would be less than an hour and 40.
oh,
They're like, we got to cut this whole beaver scene. Chad of Equilibrium. He hated it so much.
throwing in a shot of a deer. I don't care. Throw in something.
Yeah. So, where'd all the ash come from? Were they just burning down the forest and they didn't want to tell us about it? I mean, like, it's set for such a cool scene. But, like, where did it come from? Why is the predator so intrigued by it where he, like, lets it fall in his hand and then rubs his fingers against it?
Yeah.
Where did that fucking come from? Were the trappers burning down the forest to, like, get the predator to come out?
It's a good question.
So, like, I almost wonder if they're going to release a 2-hour uncut edition with all of these hidden things.
That'd be great.
I mean, I felt like a little crazy. Like, is that snow or is that ash? Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Why is it so gray?
Yeah.
Only like fire could suggest any of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, remember when she was in the distance and she said she saw lightning in the trees?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe she had worked her way to where all of that was burnt where they originally
Yeah,
were.
yeah,
The trappers were
yeah.
originally. I mean, the fact that I had to fucking work that up for myself shows that they should have done it for me.
I don't know. I think that adds to it for me. Looking at you play that out in your head right here, right now.
I mean,
I think that's kind of cool.
I do feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
I do feel like I paid attention to the movie and I'm learning
And
to
all the
understand.
listeners were like, well, no shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you're so fucking brilliant, Mike. I can't believe you figured that out on your own. You want a fucking award or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I would like it.
You
Sometimes
should see him in here right now, too. It looks like he's got a beret on his head. He's got the smirk on his face.
oh, I'm so smart.
Yeah.
I'm way too smart for you, Chad. I'm gonna have to trade you up.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so you've never seen Predators, right? I talked about that before with Lawrence
Or
Fishburne.
Alien versus.
Or
Predator.
Alien versus Predator.
Just the first two.
Dude, well, there's only two. They only did two, which is sad. But you got to watch AVP because it has this whole like backstory of like how aliens gave human technology, and like I told you earlier in the episode about how humans were offered as a sacrifice. Such a cool like concept. Like it makes sense to me as to why humans are going to be sacrificing other humans. It's to something far greater. And I thought I had a burp coming. So you got to watch it for at least that. I mean, there's an unrated version that's much better, but it came out as PG-13. Like, how could you have this movie be PG-13?
Right.
This alien fucking rips spines out. You're going to show that in a PG-13 setting? I don't think so.
Right.
So they released an unrated version. But there's in the Predators, when they're in the Predator land, the Predators take from a specific place the most dangerous prey on the planet. So like Earth. And they kidnapped all these like very violent threats, and one of them was this Yakuza dude, and he found a Japanese samurai sword. Like it looked like the Predators had kidnapped someone from a Japanese dude from World War II, and so like he and the Predator have this awesome fight scene in this like grassy field with the wind, very samurai style with the Predator. It was pretty awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it was rad. So like I'd recommend going and watch them
Okay.
all. Like as much as I'll talk shit about some of them, they are still really good because they're Predators.
See, and I've heard the complete opposite. I've heard nothing but bad things about both Predators and Aliens versus Predators.
I mean, you just got to go into it with an open mind. Like, do you like Predators? Did you like the Predator in this movie? Is the Predator something that attracted you to how much you enjoyed him?
Had either one of those come out first, do you think you would have given a shit to see the others? Are they that good?
AVP?
Yeah.
Like if AVP came out in like 1988 or whatever, the first
Sure.
Predator movie came out?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as technology goes, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, all those movies really came out before I would say I was like aware. I mean, I was old enough, but like I don't remember how old I was when I watched it, but where I could understand what was going on.
Yeah.
And I fucking loved them, dude. So these movies had already been out before. So my dad was into them. So when I watched them with him. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if it was Alien with the Predator before Predator, yeah, it would have been fucking rad. Because I think they would have done it right. I mean, the 80s was all about rated R movies. Why the fuck did they do a PG-13? It's the only PG-13 movie. If it was rated R, it would have been so much better.
Oh, for sure.
That was like the dumbness of it. Is like, why? And I mean, they were not terrible at all. I mean, they're what you get. But like, this movie takes the fucking cake, dude. This is the top of the list. And not because it's the prequel, but because it's so fucking good.
You like this better than the original Predator?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I do, and that's because of the story. Like the other ones were all about action. I mean, the first one was all about action. Totally. I mean, you're just waiting for the next moment where Arnold killed somebody or like yelled at somebody, and then part 2 was like Danny Glover just solving the crime. That was really good because that had a story to it. The other one was just like they were just stuck on this planet or stuck in the jungle because Dylan is a dickhead and he tricked him to go there and all that shit. But like these had fucking killer stories with an alien that kills people.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I mean, not people maliciously. He's just a hunter.
See, and I figured between the two of us, I would have been the one to say that, even though I do hold a bunch of nostalgia for things from the 80s. If it was anything else, you know, let's say they did release, I don't know, say they did a remake of Back to the Future, and it was really, really good.
I mean, as long as they use my story about Elon Musk and the Tesla being the machine.
Never in a million years, even if deep down inside I knew it was better, would I say it was better than the original, just because of my childhood. So for you to say that Prey you think is better than Predator and Predator 2 is pretty amazing. I
mean, like, I don't know. I don't remember if I said this to you, but I feel like I did. But Predator, the only reason why Predator is is even below Prey is because of the nostalgia I feel towards it. Like, I would put 2 above 1 almost because of, like I said, the story wise. Danny Glover, the street beat cop, he fucking killed the Predator. Arnold didn't. And so the only reason why number 1 is below Prey is because of the nostalgia feeling. Is watching it with my dad,
right?
And you know, him quoting those lines and me repeating those lines and stick around when he threw the knife on the dude. You know, like that's why it's so good. But man, 2 so much better, and this is so much better because it's new and it's a new original story. And again, she killed the Predator.
And it's just great. I mean, they didn't fuck with the Predator design too much to where that's going to piss fans off.
He wasn't as sophisticated looking as the other ones, I feel like.
Which worked.
Yeah. I mean, the other ones, as sophisticated, they had fishnet t-shirts. You know, I mean, what was that? I mean, fucking bird skulls hanging from a necklace, you know? I mean, this one just had like a skirt with like a thing for a wolf skull, which came back super handy when dude fucking stabbed him in the leg with it.
Yep.
But yeah, the design of the Predator, he wasn't as like Turtle, Secret of the Ooze look with the dots. You know, like that other Predator had that kind of go about him. His hair had thicker dreads, little kind of like insect hair sticking out too. The eyes were too far apart. And this one, almost like on the sides. I love the design. I love how big he was, how much bigger he was, because the other one really wasn't like, if you think in scale as terms as their adversary.
Yeah, really big.
This one was definitely really big. But if he had the look of the other ones, I would have been more stoked.
Okay.
You know, with like the bald head,
Yeah.
the bald part, and less wearing the mask. Because, you know, in the fight scenes in the old ones, he never has his mask on. He always takes it off.
Yeah.
And I wish he would have lost his mask at the fight scene in the ashy woods, and she would have taken it, and he would have spent this whole time. Like, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how much you hated Predator Vision?
Yes.
Did you love how little Predator Vision there was?
Yes. I think that's why they made this movie.
They heard
They
you say-
listened to it.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be honest, dude. I'll be honest. I didn't think about that until just now. How there was like barely any Predator Vision.
Well, I'll be honest, I didn't either. When I was watching the movie and they did have the Predator Vision, it's funny because I thought about myself saying that. However, obviously it didn't affect the movie and there was very little of it because I didn't think about it.
I mean,
the
it was-
credits started rolling.
it was kind of upsetting that there wasn't Predator Vision because
There was, though. There was Predator
that
Vision.
That much.
Enough.
Oh, not enough,
Fucking
dude.
enough.
Not enough. Like, that part was fucking rad when he like sees the French dude.
Exactly. That part was fucking rad.
And-
had they have any more of it, it would have been too much. It would have been saturated with fucking Predator Vision.
They updated it so it looked better. It wasn't like you were like, "What is that?" I
I'll
don't
take an hour 34 before I'll take another 2 minutes of Predator Vision.
I forgot that was something you hated so much about Predator 2. Well, you're not going to like AVP because they have a lot of Predator Vision in that one. Yeah, so there's AVP, there's AVP Requiem, and then there's Predators, and then The Predator. There's 4 more that you haven't seen.
Yeah.
You've seen the first one, you've seen the second one, you've seen Prey. That's pretty rad that you've only seen essentially the first 3.
Well, and I thought it was rad last night that my girls were going to start with this one because they haven't seen Predator or Predator 2.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool they got to start with the prequel. And my middle one, who stayed up through the whole thing,
Yeah.
she loved it.
Yeah. She's going to come back from fucking college and go, "Dad, you son of a bitch." And then fucking give you the Arnold with fucking Dylan. That's going to be you guys. She's going to love Predator. She's going to come back and she's like, "Dad, why didn't we watch these forever ago? It's like my favorite movie now."
Stick around.
All right, you ready for those 1-star reviews?
1 star. That's a lot of them.
I don't know. I didn't look.
Oh.
I didn't look at all. I hope there's some juicy bad ones.
And that's the thing about this, too. Not only is it impressive that they were able to do a prequel to this beloved franchise and make it work, but, yeah, it's just...
I love that it's a thriller drama movie and not an action movie because that's really what it felt like.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah, there was a lot of fucking action, though.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely.
it was jam-packed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what do you think the IMDb average review is?
I'm going to say 7.5.
7.2.
Ooh.
I would definitely go 8 or 8.5.
I would probably
for
go an
sure.
8.
So the 1 stars, the 1 rateds. Right off the bat, there's a really small one. So I don't know what it says, but I'm choosing it because it's small. Predator.
That's what she said.
Predator does not know how to use its weapons. Didn't I say that? The movie is well done, but it's completely ruined by a far-fetched and stupid way to kill kill of such a great space warrior that apparently has a small brain instead. Plus, I consider many of the predator killings useless and not within the species honor code. That's a person who knows the fucking lore.
Yes.
They got the book and they're just like, how dare you disrespect that man by that way?
And that was a 1. This guy's giving it a 1.
Yeah, I mean, if that's really your only problem with how the predator was killed, that shouldn't give it a 1. That should just
Come
give it
on.
like maybe a 6,
Yeah,
at the most. Like, there's one thing I really didn't like about it. Well, I griped about it and I still give it a fucking 8. Because yes, let's face it, the predator didn't fucking get it. He didn't get how that gun works. He loses the helmet, he shoots it, and at the girl's brother, and that's how she discovers it because it keeps going towards the tree where she's hiding. But why does the predator keep shooting at him and not like? Why isn't this working?
Okay, let's just say he's so used to having the mask on.
Oh, he's so lazy.
He's so used to having the
lazy.
mask on, and at this point, he's really not even using the target in his predator vision to shoot. He's just like, I know where my target is. I'm shooting. I'm gonna kill it. He completely overlooks it.
That it has like a heat seeking, like it goes to the light.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was
Come on.
so dumb. That was so dumb. Okay, here's another one. One of the worst movies ever.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of movies
Come
to
on.
choose from, and this is
Come
one
on.
of them. The Mighty Predator, killer of lions, bears, wolves, snakes, and man, yet gets killed so easily by a teenage girl. Give me a break. These are the ones I was hoping for.
No.
And what's astonishing is this girl gets her leg injured, caught in a bear trap the night before, with her saying a simple ouch, instead her screaming in agony and pain and continue to run like the Flash without hobbling whatsoever.
I did think about it, but then I forgot about it.
You know what I thought about?
What?
How she's good at fucking medicine. How they even said in the beginning, we should bring her along in case we find him alive. She's good with medicine.
Yeah.
She had the medicine with her. She took care of herself.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy's all fucking butthurt because she killed the predator. Oh, man. Okay, that's a long one. This one's called a comedy.
That's what she said.
Oh my God, I did that on purpose. Not really. This one's called a comedy. This was a comedy. It has to be. The first Predator had a team of mercenaries that couldn't kill the Predator until Arnold wounded it enough that the Predator committed suicide. Yet a 100-pound female who has only hunted rabbits somehow killed the Predator. OMG, the even woke the Predator. Maybe the Predator is a non-binary legal alien. Oh my God, I love it that the right wing just takes everything and just fucking does that with it.
I also want to know how he thinks this little girl is 150 pounds.
He didn't say 150. He
Oh,
said
didn't.
100.
Oh.
You remember how she killed those French dudes when she went back to the camp to get her
Dude,
dog?
that might be my favorite scene.
How fucking cool was that?
Might be my
The
favorite
way she like
scene.
threw her axe, pulled it back, and then threw it right back
Yeah.
at another person.
Yeah.
Dude, so fucking cool.
Oh.
Okay, let's talk about how she was able to kill the Predator. Let's talk about how she was able to like learn how to use her fucking tools.
Yeah, she just
Like,
that's just got to be brought out of her. That anger
I know.
to
She's so
fucking
fucking
do that.
rad.
You got my dog? Not anymore.
No,
you sons of
don't.
bitches.
You're fucking
You don't have my
dead.
dog.
You're fucking dead.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to read one more bad one because we get so worked up by these bad ones. Okay.
Wait, hold on though.
Okay.
Hold on,
Okay, you're going to like this title.
because that really was just such a fucking awesome scene. We can't just
Totally.
gloss over it like that. I mean,
Totally.
amazing. It's one of those scenes, even as a man, you watch and you're like, now I want to kick some ass. So it's cool that this teenage girl is able to bring that out of you like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles did when you were fucking 8 years old.
Dude, I was in my early 20s doing the same thing over Buffy. Like, it's so
Right.
fucking cool watching this fucking who's supposed to be the victim be the one that the fucking monsters are afraid of. And that's why the Predator's the prey and she's the predator.
Yeah. Oh, a character you can engage with.
Totally.
Too. It's great. Anyway, continue.
Also, look how agile she was from the get-go when she's
Right.
sliding and
Oh,
using
yeah,
the
yeah,
trees
yeah.
to bounce
yeah,
off
they
of.
didn't like make it seem like it was this huge jump when she did it. It was just like, oh, that's what she's fucking capable of.
Yeah, totally,
you know, not
yeah.
like how's she doing?
Look
this?
how she threw the tomahawk at the same
Yeah.
exact target
Yes.
every time.
Oh yeah,
So
Yeah.
rad. Okay. All right, one last one. Okay, two more because again, they just get me going. Big budget, women empowering alien snuff film.
Oh.
If you love CGI fights, yawn. Surrounded by terabad and predictable plot lurching, monotonic line delivery, and cringeworthy morality messaging, then this is your flick. I liked literally nothing about this movie save the dog.
Save the dog.
Free the Empire. That's pretty sad to not give movies like this a chance because you don't like seeing a woman be badass. I love it. It's awesome. All right, here's the last one because they're all yeah. This one's called Woke Trash. Are we supposed to believe 80-pound, someone lowered her weight, 80-pound teen girl is such a powerful warrior that can eliminate a predator with little to no damage while fighting? Dozens of spec ops and trained killers get their backsides. They're not real people. They're actors playing mercenaries. Dozens of spec ops and trained killers get their backsides handed to them over several movies. Nah, predators can't do anything against powerful female Mary Sue. This is literally the worst pile of garbage in the franchise, and that's saying something. Because you don't like the other ones or something? Or
Who are these people?
I don't know, but I knew this movie was going to get that type of attitude. I
Sure.
knew it.
Sure.
It had to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lady up front doing fucking badass shit. So
Especially from like misogynistic fucking diehard Predator fans.
I know. Well, I'm a diehard Predator fan, and I think it's rad. And one of the other ones even said the same thing I said, that Arnold never killed one. He forced one to commit, what's that, ninja Sabuku or whatever it is, then when they kill themselves. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's the 1 stars. And I feel completely opposite about this movie. I think it's fucking wonderful, and I'm going to watch it a 3rd time this week for sure.
Can you imagine Arnold doing that? Like setting up the helmet
Oh,
to kill him?
no, totally. Arnold set up the same exact shit she
Yeah.
did. I mean, dude, when she put the spikes up top of the tree because she knew the predator ran along the tree line, and the fucking predator sliced its thigh.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was she was such a great. Like I said again for like the 100th time. I really hope they continue with this character or like continue with this style because it was just so good.
Yeah, trilogy. I want to see it.
Or just something. Just keep it going.
Definitely not Predator 2: The Revenge, like you suggested.
Well,
earlier.
those are always stupid and off the top. I don't really. That would be such a dumb fucking subtitle. That would be so dumb. Revenge of the Predators.
Yeah.
Well, also, I would like to know what their alien race is called. I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere on the internet and I could just Google it. But, like, I would love for it to be spoken in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, or at least, like, some kind of, like, timeline. Like, in the beginning of the times, there were predators
No, you wouldn't.
known as
Nobody wants that.
Jabberwockies.
Nobody wants that but you.
I know. I'll probably make my own with, like, my phone's camera or something.
Piece
All right.
of cardboard.
Well, that was a good episode to come back to. I dug that. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was fun.
So we
The
have
very first non-sequel episode.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep doing prequilibriums whenever they come out with them, or if we come across one that was really good that we want to do. It's not gonna be a regular thing, but it's just gonna happen.
It's because we can't follow the rules.
Well,
you and I.
we make-
We're rule breakers.
But we're also the rule makers,
That's right.
so it's our world that we're forming. Yeah, follow us on the social medias at Sequilibrium Podcast, and email us your Predator suggestions. Like, what would you like to see in more Predator movies at sequilibriumpodcast@gmail.com. And
I mean, never mind. You were saying they weren't technically sequels.
what?
Alien versus Predator, The Predators.
Well,
and-
Alien versus Predator Requiem is kind of a sequel to Alien versus Predator because it's like still the same universe.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I think this is all the same universe. At least I would hope it to be.
Yeah.
Ooh, more Predator movies, please. All right, everybody. That's Prequilibrium for you. That's my Predator voice.
Ooh, I like it. Do it again. That is the one thing. It doesn't bother me. It just kind of... It's almost like when you're listening to a song you really love, but there's that change in, I don't know, just the way it's mixed that kind of makes your brain go, huh? It's the same with the sound that the Predator makes, because he makes these two different noises that are completely contrasting.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
I love when he
juxtaposition.
squeals. When he squeals and when he like fucking howls when he makes a righteous kill and shit. Yeah. That's awesome.
Anyway, thanks.
Thanks
Thanks
for-
for joining us.
I wish there were more Predator movies to do, so we should do Requiem. So you can watch AVP and AVP Requiem.
Sounds good. Maybe not next,
Well, yeah.
because I plan to watch Predator and Predator 2 soon.
Nice.
After seeing this, I
Nice.
think it'd be cool.
Totally.
And there's got to be more references to the first movie.
I didn't see any other than if it bleeds, we can kill
And you
it.
didn't catch that till the second time. So what does that say?
I mean, that's
How many
true.
more times before you catch
That's
on
true.
to other ones?
There might be a third one in there. But if there is, if you know, email me. That would be sick. I'm not going to Google it. Bye.
Bye.
So I thought this movie was going to have an end credit scene, so instead we'll have an end credit part to the podcast. Mila just finished it. What did you think?
It was good.
It was good. Give me some more. Give me some in-depth things that like Chad and I paint when we're talking about it. What was your favorite part of that end fight scene with her?
When he was like drowning in the mud and then he suddenly came up.
That was awesome. Where he just like kind of like came out of the water like super slowly. Well, I guess water, but mud. And she's like, "Oh no, I got him exactly where I needed him to." Like, wasn't that a perfect like set, like trap she set for him? Mm-hmm. Like as a whole, having watched it split like that, would you watch it again but not fall asleep?
Probably, if I wasn't so tired.
Get that full story. Now, are you excited to dive into the Predator realm? Like, are you guys going to watch 1 and 2 now? She's being recorded right now and not into it. But me, I love the camera. Put it on me, baby. Put it on me. Hey, look, there I am. Hi. Yeah, so Chad says you guys are going to watch Predator. Are you stoked to see, like, more Predator stuff? Like, do you like the character Predator, like what he does and like the character himself?
Does he come back to life?
Well, there's so many. It's like an entire race of hunters. So there's so many other movies. This one is far more tame as far as graphics go. When you get into like Requiem's where it's like they show like the splitting of bodies.
Are you disappointed that I didn't go into the entire franchise with her? I can tell. A little bit. Right?
Are you going to go into it with her?
Oh, naturally.
Yeah, now that you watched Prey, you got to watch the first one with Arnold, and you're going to come out with so many fun one-liners. And then part 2 that Chad and I did earlier, but like, did you like it enough to want to keep watching them? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
Now the question is, do you think she'll like the other 2?
No, not as much as this one. Do you like the strong woman character, kind of someone you could look up to in these kind of movies? I mean, it's pretty awesome to like see this girl versus like a big muscly dude, right? Like doing these kinds of things.
I think I'd be dead after the first hit.
You think you would give
Even
in?
if I got a paper cut.
You get a paper cut and you're like, okay, man, I can't do this anymore. I'm hurt. This has all been fun, but I'm not a threat to you. Can I just go back and pick up some flowers? That would be you instead of like
Yeah.
adapting and like throwing axes and pulling them back and everything.
No, I would just be like, all right, I'm a goner.
I mean, it's kind of entertaining though to see though, you know, not someone to look up to, but just like someone you can relate to versus like, you know, us growing up with these big like Arnold type of dudes doing all the work. I mean, it's kind of rad, and it makes this movie so much better. So that's like all the terrible things that we were reading that people were leaving reviews was like they didn't like that. I think that's stupid, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I totally
Weird.
I totally recommend as a young lady you should watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She's awesome. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. You're both looking at me like, why do you like that show? But it's awesome. It's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you like Predator. I really hope you like the other ones. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about Predator 2.
Pray to.
Well, I hope they do a Prey 2 because it would be really rad to see more of her or more of this timeline. I know. I know. I really hope, like, maybe you should start working on a script for Prey 2, like what you would want to see. No? All right. Well, that's our hidden track. Extra credits. How was your corn, by the way?
Good.
It was good. That's awesome. No butter. So weird. So weird. All right. Well, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.